What a weird one. Let me get this off the screen. Yes, people, welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are all doing well. Smash the likes up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Hit that like button, man. Come on. Big up Nobbins as well for the raid, bro. 300 people locked in. Let's get these likes up to 100 rapid, guys. Savio, new contract season. What do we think about that? Yeah, we'll see what you guys are saying on that one. Possible new contract for John Stones. Pep Guardiola, very confident for the season ahead. And, of course, a little bit of Burnley talk as well. Big up to Rashid, bro. Big up to Lewis. Big up to Itchy, Young, Johnny De Jesus. Big up to Sherwin, John. Pyrex is here as well. Oh, come on, man. Oh, yeah, we'll start off with this news then, guys. Savio is getting a new contract at Manchester City. Going to sign a contract until 2031. His current contract ends in 2029, so it's a 2-year contract extension, having been here at the football club for a year. Obviously, it has stirred things up a little bit online because I've seen a lot of people saying, why is he getting a new contract? You know what I mean? After 1 year. I don't know what his wage is on. Obviously, it's difficult to know what these players are actually on because you can use, like, Capology and all that kind of shit, yeah, but, like, it's kind of difficult to fully assess like what he's actually on. That's saying 40 grand a year. I don't know if that's true. Sorry, not 40 grand a year. Fucking hell. I say it's 40 grand a week, but obviously I don't know if that is. Is it just a money thing? Like honestly, if I be honest with you, yeah, like I like Savio, yeah. You know I like Savio. I rate the guy highly, yeah. But at the same time, I don't think he actually deserves a new deal, if I'm being completely honest with you, like based off of 1 year where he scored 1 Premier League goal. And that's coming from someone that really rates him. I think the guy is could be a top player. But I'm quite surprised, yeah, that he's going to get a new contract now. Maybe, I don't know, is he on like pittance? Yeah, is he on crap money? Maybe, I don't know. Obviously, he come from Girona, maybe City put him on a dead wage. But if we're being honest, like based off his performances, like I don't know, man. Like he played well last year. Don't get me wrong, he did play all right, but a new contract, yeah, after 1 year where he scored 1 goal is a bit mad, bro. Like I don't know. Could we not just wait it out? Surely we only did this because of the Spurs situation, says Lewis. I know, but what does that even mean, though, bro? Can you explain that to me genuinely? Like, what that actually means? Like, why do we have to give him a new contract? I don't really get that. Like, to be honest, I'm not losing my shit over it because, to be honest, like, I do think that the guy had a decent year, and I think this year he can. You know, he's already got 1 goal. I think he can have an even better year. I think it's a little bit premature. That's all I'm saying. To be honest with you. New contract conditions, 50k a week, 25k an assist, and 30k a goal, says Ethan. Watch him cook this season. Hopefully he does, man. Hopefully he does cook. Yeah, instead of Hugo Viana trying for Elise, he decided to extend a player who scored 1 goal in the Prem. He is. But obviously they're banking on him getting better, innit? You know what I'm saying? There has to be a release clause in there. I don't know why there has to be. I've seen a few people now say this. There has to be a release clause. Why does there have to be a release clause in the contract? I don't really understand that. Why does there have to be a release clause? Well, why is there a release clause? I don't really understand why there has to be a release clause in the contract. That doesn't make no sense to me. If you wanted to keep him, we need to give him a new contract, and Spurs offered him much more money. Yeah, I sort of hear it. You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It's a very weird situation. I think it's a very strange situation. Very strange situation. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Maybe he was shit wages. That's why he wanted to move to Spurs. Maybe he was. Maybe that was one of the reasons he wanted to go to Spurs, because he was on such a dead wage. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully someone buys him when he's shit, says Quandil. Well, hopefully he's not shit. You know what I mean? Hopefully the player's good for us, bro. Yeah, I seen that. Europe cooking USA, man. Hold. I trust the club. If they've given him a new contract, they must see something in him. He's a very talented player. We just need to hope we get the best out of him, says Sammy. Yeah, I agree. I think the guy's going to be a good player. Yeah, I think the guy's going to be a really, really good player. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little bit premature. But at the same time, like, you know what's annoying as fans, yeah? It's like we don't fully know what's going on or what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And it's like we have to like put 2 and 2 together And obviously, we think we know what's going on, or like we try our best to understand what's going on based off the information that we get from journalists and like leaks and stuff. But you have no idea. Like Savio might be on some dead ass wage, man, dead ass wage. And then obviously, if Spurs have come in and said, "Yo, we'll put you on 150k," and he's on 25, 30k a week. Because remember, when Alvarez joined Manchester City, he was reportedly on 30 grand a week. Yeah, which is why City then give him a contract after 6 months and upped it to 100, 150 or whatever after 6 months. But that was understandable because Alvarez smashed it, you know what I mean? Whereas Savio's come in and he's done all right. I don't think he had a bad year. I don't think he had a bad year, Savio, but I don't think he had a great year. You know, he certainly didn't have a year where I'm rushing to give him a contract extension. You know what I'm saying? But got Spartacus says there's no release clause in the deal. I know people close to Savio. He's on less money than he would be at Spurs. Spurs offered him 200k a week. The new deal will bring him to 125. Well, I guess obviously, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense then, because if he's on, let's say he's on 50 grand a week at City, boys, yeah? Let's just assume he's on 50 grand a week at City right now. If Spurs offered him 200 grand a week, yeah, can we really reject? I don't know. You tell me. Can City reject the bid? Yeah. Tell him you're not going on 200 grand a week at Spurs and then just say, sorry, mate, you got to stay on 50k a week. Is that possible? I don't think it is possible. I don't think it is possible. So it's kind of like, yeah, okay, we're not going to let you go to Spurs, but we'll put you on a better wage. It's a bit of a weird one, bro. Because imagine being a player where you're being offered 200 grand a week, and the club that you're currently at is saying you're not going and we're not going to up you at your age. You're going to stay on 50k. It's a bit of a madness, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? So it's a weird one to me, but it's a big year for Savio, mate. It is a big year for him. You know what I mean? It's a big year for a lot of players at this football club, if we're being completely honest. But it is a big year for him, man. Yeah. Like I say, he didn't have a bad year last year. I mean, if you look at his underlying numbers, yeah, he got 16 GA in all competitions, yeah, which is 192 minutes per goal involvement. That's not great, to be honest with you. That's not great. But, you know, how many goals did he miss? Yeah, he missed about 5 easy goals. I mean, you had 5 goals to that, yeah. You know, you're probably talking about 20 GA. That's 154 minutes per goal involvement if he scored 5 goals extra last year, which he probably should have done with the chances he had. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, it's a bit of a weird one with Savio, man. Like, I feel like there's a proper player in there. I do feel like there's a player in there. Yeah. Obviously, you know, I would have took the money and sold him and brought Rodrigo in if it was me in the summer. But I'm not fully against keeping Rodrigo. I like Savio. I like Savio. I think he's a good player. But at the same time, like, we need him to be better. Like, we ain't got years and years and years and years and years and years and years to wait, especially when you got Doku and Bob, who also are development players. Yeah, this is obviously why we're under pressure on this wing situation, bro. Yeah, because we're under pressure. Now, I'm not bummed about Rodrigo at all. I'm not asked, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not asked about Rodrigo. Yeah, I said I would have sold Savio for Rodrigo if it was me, but I'm not asked. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like sat here crying about it. Yeah, I like Savio. You know, I like Savio. But at the same time, yeah, bro, I need more than 3 goals from you, mate. Yeah, you got 3 goals in the whole of last year, and one of them was in the Club World Cup. So in the actual season, he got 1 goal. It's not good enough. 2 goals in the whole season. It's not good enough from a winger. I need more, bro. Yeah, I need more than that. Savio deserves it more than Rico. Yeah, Savio, well, yeah, probably does, to be fair. City will give him more than 150 or 200 for extension. He's on 30k, so 4 times 120. I see this more generous than he's not top player. He's good. He needs improvement, says Abu. Yeah, no, you can't be going on 200k a week, man. Yeah. Honestly, it's crazy. Well, I imagine the reason why he's getting a contract before Rodri and Foden is because it's easier to do. I don't think it's priorities. I think it's easier. You know, you're negotiating with Rodri. It's a harder contract. It's more expensive. Length of contract's more important. Like, does City want to give him a 5-year deal? Does City want to give him a 3-4? Like, it's more difficult. It's more expensive. Yeah. Foden the same. More expensive. You know, you put Savio on 120, he's probably going to accept that, bro. It's an easier deal to do. It's an easier deal. Little worried about giving some players contracts without seeing clear improvements like Lewis and Savio. Yeah, no, I hear it, man, and I agree with you a little bit, to be honest with you, because obviously you've seen the mess that we're in this summer. City's struggling to get rid of some of the players with longer contracts because we've given all these contracts out to some players, and obviously they've not, you know, stayed to the levels that we need them to be. And then when we try to sell them, yeah, no one wants to buy him, or we're stuck with him on big money. And we're loaning players out like a Kanji on 200k a week or whatever the guy's on. So it is, I hear it. The one thing that I would say about Savio and Rico is I don't think these are bad players, man. I like Rico Lewis. I'm a rare City fan that actually likes Rico Lewis, man. I think he's a good player. Squad rotation, I think he's a good player. And I think Savio will be good as well. And if we're only putting him on 120k a week, it's not that bad, mate. It's not like we're putting him on 200 grand or 250. Yeah, that's not even that bad, to be honest with you. Yeah. The thing is that frustrates me. He misses every easy goals, even against Huddersfield. He misses an easy goal. Yeah, I know he does. You're not confident in front of goal. Savio is a good player. I'd take him at Arsenal instead of Trossard. He's a good player. Yeah, I like Savio. Yeah, I like all three of the players. Yeah, my problem is the fact that we've got all three of them at the football club, but we don't have an out and out world class winger, which is crazy. Yeah, that's. I like all three of them, man. I'd freaking drive Luca Lewis to Newcastle. Yeah, bro. I mean, I probably would do that if it was Livramento. Yeah, but I like Rico Lewis, man. I'm a rare fan of Rico Lewis. Yo, big up Pat, man. Good to see you, bro. Not spoke to you in ages. LB Hugo Viana already on fraud watch. Rico and Savio new contract, possibly Stones too, and no right back sign, says Ro. Seems to me like for Soriano is forcing this. I get the feeling he really wants him to work out because he's the first City group player to get a City move, says Dylan. Maybe. Obviously, we heard the rumours last in the summer, didn't we? That someone in the board was like, "No, we ain't selling this geezer." Which personally, I don't agree with. I think the sporting director should be the one that's making that decision. But listen, there's high potential there with Savio, man. He ain't some scrub player, but at the same time, if you can't score goals, bro, then you're a bit of a problem when you're an attacker. You know what I mean? I think that's quite fair to say. If he can start scoring goals, he's going to be a top player for us. Yeah. Yeah, that's the difference with Trossard isn't a starter for you, whereas Savio is for us as Chelsea. Yeah. Counting down the years till Savio's contract goals. Fucking hell. See what else you guys are saying, man. There aren't that many world-class wingers. The ones that are, Carson and Alec, Rodrigo would have been great for 100 million. That ship has sailed. Yeah, that ship has definitely sailed now. Yeah. That ship has definitely sailed. Did you see teams already in contact with City for Trafford? Yeah, I've seen the rumours, but I don't know if it's true or not, but it wouldn't surprise me. Doku's contract. Yeah, Doku is... Let's have a look. Doku's contract is up in 2028, so 2 years next summer. 2 years. I think City will probably wait it a little bit on Doku this year and just see how he gets on. Because remember, Doku's in his 3rd year. Savio's in his 2nd year. Doku's in his 3rd year. So Doku is under more pressure than Savio, 100%. He's in his 3rd season. But he looks like he's responding, to be fair. He looks like he's responding to the pressure. So I think City will probably be waiting on Jeremy Doku. But if he carries this on for another couple of months, I reckon they'll probably extend him as well. See what else you guys are saying. Soriano point has some substance to it. Don't think it's the right call, though. Well, you shouldn't. Yeah, we shouldn't be making the decision. I agree. You should be making the decision based on the fundamentals of the player. Is the player good enough? Yes or no? Not, oh, he come from Girona, so let's see whether he's cooking or not. Yeah, they didn't do that with fucking Aaron Moy. Yeah, when they signed Aaron Moy from Melbourne City, did they? Yeah, they didn't do that. They got him and flogged him straight away. See what else you guys are saying. Let's hope Doku keeps up his form. Yeah, facts, man. Facts, bro. Facts. Everyone was crying when Savio was linked to Spurs. Should be over the moon. Remember, Savio was a second coming of Lionel Messi. Was played on the left wing. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he does get any more game time on the left wing. Marmoush, Doku, Savio are decent wingers. You probably need one more, probably in January. We need an out-and-out world-class winger. We don't have any out-and-out world-class winger. We don't have anyone out-and-out. We don't even have anyone close to it at the moment. We don't have anyone close to it. That's the issue at the moment. You know, Marmoush ain't a winger. Doku is not world-class and he's nowhere near world-class yet. And no Savio and no Bob. So we don't actually have one single winger at the club that's world-class or close to world-class. That's where we need to address next summer. Now, hopefully, Doku this year goes on a mad run and just cooks on gas. Yeah, and then you got someone close to being world-class. That's the dream. Same with Savio, same for Bob. That's the ideal situation. Yeah, but that's kind of rare. You know, that doesn't really happen a lot. All right, come on, man. I seen you in the chat. It just sprung to mind, bro. I'll be real with you, man. I'll be real. After Neil being world-class wingers at the moment, Vinny and Elise can't think of any others. Yeah, but you can also get someone that's just better than what we've already got, innit? If you don't have to necessarily get a world-class one if there's none available, but you got to get someone better than what we've got. Off topic, but do you think Donnarumma starts tomorrow? Yeah, Donnarumma facts, bro. 100%. 100%. Our wingers are good, but I personally can't see them getting to the next level. That's the question, isn't it? That's the question. I mean, Doku started quite well. Can he keep it up? Can he be consistent? Yeah, Savio, nice, but you need to score goals. Yeah, we'll see. And then Bob, Bob's under the least pressure at the moment. Yeah, he's the one that's under the least pressure. It's not rocket science. Doku's at the top in pressure. Savio's second. Bob's third. Yeah, he's been here 3 years. He's been here 2 years. This is his first proper year. So, but at the moment, Doku is responding. Doku is responding to that. So that's good news. Yildiz looks like a top baller, man. You know what I mean? But again, he's a bit young, but he does look like a proper player, to be honest with you. Genuinely don't think a world-class winger is that important. Get a right back, play Foden at 10, keep Haaland fit. PS, we need a Rodri replacement in the summer, says Ethan. I'm still looking at this Anderson guy, man. I want to look at this Anderson guy a bit more. Yeah, I think he could be someone that City look to, man. I'll be real. Yeah, I think City might look at this Anderson guy. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know, but man, I seen another comp of him the other day, man, and the other day, like an hour ago, bro. The guy's a fucking baller, man. He looks like he's got the perfect balance of tech, yeah, but also he loves a challenge as well. I retweeted it. If you want to see the compilation that I'm on about, go to my Twitter. Yeah, I retweeted it an hour ago. It was posted by Mouth of the Tyne. And it's just the guy's fucking baller, man. I can't lie. But obviously, it's early days. I've not seen him. I've only seen him about 5 or 6 times. But he does look impressive. He does look impressive. I think he is technical gifted. I think he is. Go check the clip, bro. Yeah, go check the clip at 13 minutes. The guy dances around about 3 players. Yeah, I took the Paras, man. Bro, I had a headache last night. I wasn't feeling well yesterday, man, to be honest with you. I had a bad headache. To be honest, I ain't been feeling well this week, man. I've had like headaches and shit all week, but today I woke up this morning. I actually felt all right for once. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he is. But obviously, at the moment, we're in that phase, though, aren't we, Dave? Where because obviously the transfer window's not open, we ain't going to sign a player until the summer. So we're just in that phase at the moment where we're just highlighting. Basically, we're getting a short list together. So we know, he's probably on the short list. Yeah. Lawton's probably on the short list. Balaba's probably on the short list. Yeah. Maybe Bruno's on the short list. All these players are on the short list. And as we go through the season, we'll add players to the list. We'll remove players from the list. You know what I mean? But at the moment, it's just our eyes are open. Our eyes are open to who's available. Yeah. For me, you've got to decide what you actually want from a midfielder. You've got to decide what you actually want from a midfielder. I want someone that can put a tackle in. Yeah, you might not want that. You might want a techie baller. You might want an Anderson. It depends what you want. You know what I mean? As a fan, you got to decide what you'd prefer. Obviously, we ain't making the signings, but we're still allowed opinions. And my opinion is that I want someone that can get stuck in. Now, I need someone that can play ball as well. Yeah, they can't just be like like I say, it can't just be a thug in midfield, just snapping players left, right, and centre. You need to be able to play football. Again, my dream player would be Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle. Don't know if you're going to be able to get him out. He's got 2 years left on his contract in the summer, but the guy loves Newcastle. He's obsessed with Newcastle. Maybe Tonali. Yeah, Tonali's another shout. Yeah. Anderson is someone that looks like he fits the mould, but I've obviously not seen as much as him as I've seen of Tonali and Bruno Guimaraes, obviously, but he looks like he could be that guy. Baleba is a destroyer, yeah, but I still think on the ball I have question marks. And Adam Wharton, I think, just screams too much techie baller. I want someone that can get me stuck in, yeah. Bro, bro, you know what's funny about Pavlovic, bro? Yeah, we did a watch-along of Bayern Munich about 3 years ago on the second channel, yeah? I can't remember what game it was, right? But we did a watch-along of Bayern Munich, yeah, on the second channel, more or less about 2 seasons ago we did it, yeah? And this guy at the time was about 18. Never heard of him before in my life, yeah? And we did a watch-along, and we was like, yo, this Pavlovic guy's a fucking baller. The guy balled out at 18 years old, and we were like, yo, who is this guy, man? Yeah? And now, obviously, everyone's talking about him, bro. It's a madness, really. If we want to live him, yeah, well, that's exactly. I don't think you're going to get Bruno or Tonali, but you might be able to get Livramento. But obviously, if they I've said about this loads of times, but they're going to throw the cash at Livramento. You got to hope and pray he doesn't sign a new deal. Wharton can get stuck in too. I've personally not seen that from him. Yeah, but maybe it's just the games that I've watched. I've more seen in that technical ability. But if he fits the mold, if he can get stuck in, then obviously he will be the player because he's technically like very, very good. Just get Joe Linton then. I actually really like Joe Linton, but I'm not sure about City. Pavlovic and Elise. Yeah, they play tonight, actually. They play tonight. Well, you know, if you believe the rumours, yeah, Pep wanted Bruno Guimaraes. You know, so I think he probably does want someone that can get stuck in midfield. He's only 28, bro. He's only 28, man. Yeah? He's only 28, mate. Bruno the wrong side of 28 for the board. Yeah, but you the board also have to you know, he's a win now player. You get Bruno Guimaraes in now, you win straight away. Or Tonali, you know what I mean? Because they're ready to go. They're ready to go, mate. They're ready to go. Yeah, bro, it's basically confirmed. I don't think it's like official confirmed. I'm just going to see his website. Nah, it's not official confirmed, but apparently even the BBC Manchester are now saying like it's done, in it. They're even saying it's done. 2031 contract extension. So it sounds like it. LB, check Elliot Anderson touches per game similar to Vitinha. Yeah. Definitely. How old is he, by the way, Anderson? He's only young, isn't he? Elliot Anderson is 22 years old. He's 22. He's got contract until 2029, so 3 years left on his deal. How many games has he played? He's played 100 games for Newcastle and Forest combined. He's played 2 games for England. So, you know, he's not mad experienced, but he's played 2 games in the Champions League for Newcastle. He's played a game in the Europa League for Forest. So it's not like you're buying a kid, you know. You're not buying a kid here. You know, he's played 100 games, couple of Champions League games, couple of England games. We'll see, man. Like I say, he's on the list. Just put him on the list. We'll keep watching it, man. We'll just keep watching it. Exactly. Facts, bro. Yeah, if anyone's not watched that interview, by the way, go check it out. Hugo Viana's interview, yeah? And he said, we need physicality in the team. He says it. He says that. We ain't going to go by no, like, just pure tech. Like, we got to get someone in there who can make challenges and shit. He said it himself. He said it himself in an interview. Facts. And do you not think, Louis, I don't know how much you've seen of him, bro, but do you not think this Elliot Anderson guy seems... I know it's only I'm not saying this is the guy. I'm just saying, like, bro, I feel like this guy seems to have the right balance. Like, I look at Baleba and go, you're a destroyer, but I don't think you're that great on the ball. I look at Wharton and go, you're great on the ball, but is he a destroyer? I don't think... I look at Anderson, I think, you just seem like to be the perfect balance. Again, it's only early days. I'm not saying this has got to be the guy. Yeah, but from what I've seen of him, and for some reason, I've watched this guy quite a lot over the last month because I watched him twice for England and watched a couple of Forest games. He looks like he could be the guy, man. And he's homegrown as well. He was so good against Betis the other night. Well, you know what's mad, Musa? Yeah, half time in the City game, I thought, oh, I'll put the Forest game on. Yeah, I say I'll put the Forest game on just at half time, bro. Straight away, the guy was just balling out, just taking players on and everything. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Gives you Calvin Phillips vibes. Nah. He can actually run, bro. He can actually run. Oh, it's definitely improved. It's definitely improved. Definitely. But it still needs more improvement, I think. Yeah, he's balanced full package. João Neves. I mean, João Neves is just a fucking amazing footballer that we should have signed when he was at Benfica. Yeah. Another one that we did a scout along of. It's funny, people go, you don't even watch these players, you just chat shit. I say, all the evidence is on the second channel. I've done the watch alongs, I've done the scout alongs with these guys, man. It's all there. Yeah, we've all done it. We've been working hard, bro. LB, with Bernardo and Kovacic going next summer, why can't we get Anderson and a Baleba or Wharton? I mean, you could. I don't see why not. Absolutely. You could get 2 of them. I mean, you're probably going to need 2 midfielders next year. If those 2 both leave, which they probably will, if them 2 leave, that leaves you with what? It leaves you with Rodri, Nico Gonzalez, Reinders, and Foden. Yeah, you probably need another 2. Yeah, you probably need another 2, bro. Facts. Got a fucking kid's birthday party tomorrow afternoon. I think it's the day after, bro. I think it's the day after. Yes, Si, what you saying, lad? Big up to you, Bray. If we buy someone who's physical but not technical, it won't matter anyway because Pep won't play them. Yeah, exactly. And I just think, Kai, yeah, as much as I like Belabor, and I will take Belabor, yeah, I just deal with this shit. When I've watched him, I think off the ball he's a monster, absolute monster. But I do think on the ball he ain't that great. I think he's all right. I'm not saying he's crap. I just don't think he's up to the level that maybe Pep would want. I'd still have him at City all day long, just like I'd take Donnarumma. You know what I mean? When people was like, he can't kick a ball, I still take him. Yeah. We want a thug midfield in a thugless era. We should have signed John Neves when we was linked with him, says Marcus. Yeah, we probably should have, bro. We probably should have, man. I can't lie. Yo, come on, Brandon. What are you saying, bro? LB, we are back, bro. City are super dangerous because teams, especially the big ones, won't know how we will play after the Arsenal match. What do you think about Rodri, Reinders, Foden, Cherki? I big up, man, for the super chat. I think City are going to go on a run. I think City are going to be good. This is another time when I try to be positive, yeah? I've tried to be positive so many times this season, yeah, and already they fucked me over bad times. But I am in positive mindset right now. I think we're going to go on a bit of a run, mate. Yeah? I think we're going to go on a bit of a run here. Q 0-0 tomorrow. Yeah, I think we need to anyway. We need to go for a run. What do you think about Rodri, Reinders, Foden, Cherki? I mean, I rate it. I rate that. You know, you could try it out, see what happens. Yeah, Cherki on the wing. Yeah, Rodri, Reinders, Foden. I think that Rodri, Reinders, Foden is what we want to see. I just don't know whether we're ready for it fully yet. We might be against like the Burnleys and that, but against the better teams, I think you need a Bernardo in there or a Nico G instead of Reinders until he gets fully up to speed. When Reinders is fully up to speed and Rodri's fully fit, that's the dream midfield. Rodri, Reinders, Foden, Cherki on the wing, defo. Yeah. But I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling good, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive. I've been positive bare times this season. You know what I mean? But then they've just fucked me over. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But I'm in a positive mindset right now. Now, defo. 100%. What's he done to earn a new contract? What, Savio? He's probably not done anything to earn it. It's probably because apparently Spurs were going to offer him 200 grand a week and he's probably on about 40 grand a week at City. So if you're going to keep him and reject the 70 million, then yeah, you're probably going to have to up his wage. You know what I'm saying? Who gets cut from the team if we sign a Belabor or Wharton, LB? Kovacic and Bernardo, isn't it? What are your views on Stone's contract news? I mean, I'm quite surprised that they're going to give it him. I mean, it might not be true, but if it is true, I'm quite surprised they're giving it him this early. I thought they would have at least waited a couple of months just to see if he can prove his fitness. But I don't know if they do give. I think City know what's happened over the last couple of years. Obviously, they fucking know, but I think they legit know. You know how we've all been saying, basically, they fucked up in the last couple of years with the transfers, yeah? They've bought too many projects, they've not bought enough talent, and they've let the squad decline. I think they know that. I think they've realised that. I think this summer proves it, because if you look at the signings that they made this summer, they've proved it. I think if they give John Stones a contract, I think that means they're going to go big for some players. Because if you didn't give John Stones a contract and you sold Ake, you're going to have to sign a centre-back unless you trust Juma Bar or Vita Hayes. And that means you got to spend more money on a player. If they give John Stones a contract and then you've got Gvardiol, Huzanov, Diaz, John Stones, and then you can even bring in a Vita Hayes or a Juma Bar as a fifth choice if you wanted to, right? You got 5. That means, realistically, all we need next summer is a right back, midfielder, and right winger at this moment in time. As the season goes on, we might need a left winger as well if Doku falls off, right? But at this moment in time, based off current form, that's what we need. Yeah. That's not a lot. It's only 3 players. That means they could go big. That means they could go big on 3 players, man. They could go get a best right back. They could go get Hakimi. They could go get a Livramento. They can go and get a fucking Bruno Guimaraes or whoever in the middle. They can go and get a baller at right wing. Yeah, because they only need to sign 3 players. Yeah, all of a sudden, if you do let Stones go, you need to sign a centre-back then as well. That's 4. All of a sudden, maybe you can't go and get the ball at right wing or the ball in midfield. You got to buy someone shitter because you can't. You got to spread the money. And then 2027, then you go and get a centre-back when Stones leaves. Or maybe you don't have to if Juma Barr or Vita Hayes. I just think that might be what they're doing. I don't know. We'll see what they do next summer, but I'm sure I have faith that this City board, man. Yeah. I have faith that this City board know what mistakes they've made, and I have faith that they know how to fix it. Yeah, and that the how to fix it is you just got to go buy ballers next summer, man. Yeah. Why did I get the notification, bro? I think YouTube are trying to cancel me, bro. Innit? I don't know what's happening, man. Yeah. I don't know what's happening, bro. But people keep on saying this all the time, but it's not. I've not done nothing to the settings. Yeah, I've not done anything to the set. I've not changed nothing, but people keep on saying it, man. You know. But yeah, big up Academy. Big up Gav says Anderson was probably one of the main players that got England to win the Euro 20, win the under 21s again. There you go. There you go, man. What about going for Camavinga? Yeah, I'm down for that, 100%. I'm down for Camavinga. Yeah, definitely. Now, I've not done a predicted lineup though. I've not done one yet. With his talent, you think O'Reilly could be the power 8? Well, yeah, but if we're being honest, and you know I love Luke O'Reilly, but if we're being honest, I don't think the guy's played well in midfield yet. At left back, the guy balls out every time. Like, I'm chill, bro. We're even saying, I ignore him. I know we've just spent 35 million on you, but you're not coming straight back into the team at left back, bro. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's not, you ain't doing it. You got to work for your spot. I think Nico O'Reilly's got that locked down at the moment. But whenever Nico O'Reilly's played in midfield, I don't think he's had a good game. Yeah, it would help if he does, because then you've got an extra player, but I've not seen him play well in midfield yet, bro. But at left back, he balls out. Yo, LB, Gal called you out on City going on a run. We'll find out, bro. We'll find out in the next weeks, man. But I'm pretty confident, man. I'm pretty confident we can go on a run here. I'm pretty confident we can go on a run. What flavour monster is it? Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red. It says citrus flavour. It's all right. 6.5 out of 10. It's the Kovacic of monsters, bro. It just does a job. It's all right. Nothing special. It ain't a Rodri or a Haaland, but it ain't a stinker and hooked. You know, it's all right, bro. It's all right. So what else you guys are saying? Yeah, well, you'll get sold next year, innit? Facts. Facts, bro. Factual information. Factual information, bro. LB each passing day by, Rodri not extending scares me. It scares me as well. It scares me. I'm not that panicky yet. I've said if he doesn't sign a contract before Christmas, that's when I'll get worried. Because at that point, I don't see why. What's the hold up, bro? Like, maybe now they're just waiting for him to get fully fit, get fully match fit and shit. Yeah, I get that, yeah. But he's already looking pretty good, if you ask me. I'm not worried yet. I'm not worried yet on Rodri. Yeah, but if we get to next year, like 2026, and he's still not signed a deal, then I'm starting to panic a bit, bro. I can't lie. Because for me, there's no logical reason to why he shouldn't accept a contract. Because City apparently going to give him like fucking bare cash. Yeah, 400k a week apparently. Get us proven players, says Obed. Yeah, next summer, absolutely, bro. Facts. Mike McGrath did a piece about number 6s in this country. Said we might go for one in January. Doubt it. Doubt it. Oh, what does that tell you? That tells you that Pep don't want to play Nico G as the 6, then, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think so. I don't think we'll sign a single player in January, bro. I don't think we'll sign a single player. I'll come to this in a set bench. Bear with us, bro. We're just chatting at the moment. Yeah, but I'll come to that in a minute. Don't worry about it. If we're going to run into a Liverpool game, would be 2 to 3 points behind Liverpool. Trust me. Well, obviously, yeah, we need Liverpool to drop 2 games. Drop points in 2 games there. Could happen. I think this weekend's game, man, you know, the Palace game, bro. I would have done a watch-along for that if City weren't on at the same time. Liverpool away at Palace. You never know. You never know. You never freaking know, bruh. And then obviously Newcastle Arsenal on Sunday. We'll do a watch-along for that one. And next week, yeah. Next week they play Chelsea at the Bridge. They'll smack Chelsea up there. Chelsea have not got Palmer, by the way. Palmer's out for 3 weeks, so Palmer's not fit for that Liverpool game. And then who do we play? We play Brentford away. But Brentford aren't the same, man. I think we'll be all right. And then it's international break again. Fuck. Oh, a killer. And as soon as you see the international break, bro, as soon as I see Northern Ireland versus Germany on the fixture list, I'm like, no, where's City, man? Oh, bro, these international breaks are killers. Killers. Yeah, killers. Would the domestic double be good enough this season? I'd take it, bro, because I still think we're a few players short of like really winning the majors. So I'd definitely take that. I'd definitely take the a cut double, 100%, bro, 100%. International breaks are useless. Yeah, they're just dead in it. They're just dead and pointless and grim. I might have to watch England then. We might have to do the thing. We might have to do Anderson watch. Yeah, Anderson scouting watch. See what he's saying. See what he's saying, bro. But yeah, if we want a cup double this year, bro, with this team, man, I'd be fucking out on it. No right back. Yeah. No right back. Rodri coming back from injury. Therefore, take it. Yeah, and then sign a couple big dogs in the summer. Boom. Let's go send them majors next year. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's do this. Couple of you been asking us to do a lineup builder for tomorrow. Yeah, and these games coming thick and fast, chat. It's mad, isn't it? Madness. I think we'll probably all pretty much agree on this, to be honest. I don't really think there's much to talk about in terms of which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Yeah, Nunes. Now, people might be worrying about that, but remember, yeah. Remember, chat, like we're playing Burnley, who played low block against Liverpool, so we should have them pinned in. We should have them pinned in, man. This is just the easiest starting 11 I've ever done in my life, I think. Oh, I'm going to stick with Reinders, bro. But if you don't play well, then we might have to consider Nico G in the future, mate. I can't lie. Fodenino. I guess that there is one question here. Do you play Bernardo Silva in a game like this? Do you really need Bernardo, or do we full send the wingers? I think I drop Bernardo, you know, for tomorrow. I don't think you really need him. Yeah. I don't think you need him, bro. To be honest with you, I'll play Savio or Bob right wing. Savio or Bob. I think I go Savio, you know. Saviolo. I think that's what I'll do tomorrow. I think I drop Bernardo. I don't think you need Bernardo Silva tomorrow. I don't think you need Bernardo Silva. You shouldn't need Bernardo Silva tomorrow playing against Burnley, especially if they play low block. And if they do play low block, I'm not being funny, but Bernardo's not really a great use in that type of game. Yeah, Bernardo's useful when you're playing big matches and, you know, you need fucking energy in the midfield. You need someone to dig in and show experience and all that kind of crap, yeah? This ain't that game. This is a game where I expect Burnley to sit back and defend for 90 minutes like they did against Liverpool. And we need players that can break them down and get goals. And that's just not Bernardo Silva. So, again, Savio, second start. See what he's about, man. See what he's about. You know, Pep will play Bernardo, though. I just don't see why, though. I just don't see why you'd play Bernardo Silva. Also, you can't just play Bernardo Silva every single fucking game. You need to give him a rest, isn't it? You need to give him a rest. Yeah, he's played 60. Well, to be fair, he's been subbed off a few times already this season. Nah, I wouldn't play playing Bernardo Silva, man. Cherky would eat. Yeah, I think Cherky's back next week for the Brentford game, apparently. You might also always want to keep the momentum. Yeah, no, but the only thing we're changing in this team, bro, is the right winger, innit? Obviously, the right back's forced because he's injured. Yeah, but the only thing we're actually changing in this is Savio. Yeah, but otherwise, it's exactly the same. I don't think that's a bad thing, yeah? I don't think that's a bad thing. Also, then, yeah, you could get Savio maybe a bit more infield, push Nunes forward if you wanted to. Yeah, but then if you're going to push him in, would it not be better to play Bob? Because Bob's better in this area for me. Yeah, well, I'm not asking you play Bob or Savio. Yeah, so long as Doku plays left wing, because he needs to keep his form up. Yeah, get Foden in the 10. That should win. Yeah, that should definitely win the game. Yeah, that should definitely win the game. Facts. You prefer Bob? Yeah, I mean, on current form, I mean, I think Bob's been all right, but I don't think he's been amazing. So I'm not against dropping Bob for Savio. And if you start Savio in this game, you're getting him to more match fitness again. And then you got Doku up to full match fitness, Bob up to full match fitness, and Savio pretty much there as well. So all three of our wingers then are fully match fit or nearly match fit, which is good news. When is Ike Nori back? Apparently, he's meant to be back soon as well. Should I have a look at Pep in his press conference today? You know, I've never looked at it, bro. Should I have a look at Pep's... Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I did see a couple of his quotes. Let's have a look. Yeah, here you go. Here's the Savio. I'm going to zoom in a bit. There's your Savio. New long-term Manchester City contract extension now confirmed by BBC Sport, the Manchester Evening News and Mail Sport. Yeah, that's Cambiasso. Don't care about that. Yeah, this is what Pep said before. He said, I know nobody believes me, but I'm incredibly optimistic and positive about what's going to happen this season. I'm pretty confident, man. I ain't one of these negative Norings, as much as I have a whinge now and again. Yeah, but sometimes you got to have a whinge. You know what I mean? I'm pretty positive about this season. I think we can be decent, especially if we can keep our core players fit. If we can keep our spine fit, we'll have a good year. If we don't, nah. But so far, fucking decent, mate. Yeah, but we need Cherky and Mamouche fit, man. Do you know what I mean? I only worry against the top six. Yeah, I mean, our top six record is shit. It's just dead. I know we got a draw against Arsenal, but it's still not a win. It's only 7 wins in 23, bro. It's still awful. It's still an awful record. You know, we really need to be beating these guys. I reckon we win the league, LB, says Calvin. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully, man. Anyway, what else is he saying? Savio created a lot last season, but the final third a little bit too hectic in the right moment. Bro, did we not say this when we did that? When me and Pulpy got the clip up of his goals at Savio at Girona? Do you remember that? Who was in that stream chat? Was anybody in that stream that me and Pulpy got that clip up? They got their video up of Savio at Girona, and we said that, didn't we? Did we say that? Some of you guys must have been in that stream, bro. Some of you must have been in that stream. And we watched it and we were like, yo, look how calm the guy is in front of goal for Girona. For some reason, when he goes for own goal for City, he's panicking. Look at him for the second. Remember that one the other day against Huddersfield when he went through on goal and he's panicking and he's fucking panicking and panicking. It's just like, oh, chill. Yeah. For some reason at Girona, when he went through on goal, the guy just looked proper calm. Go on. If you've not seen it, yeah, go on YouTube, right? And type in YouTube, Savio goals or all goals Girona, right? And just watch how calm he is when he goes. He just can't. He looks like Mahrez, bro. When he goes in front of goal, he's chill and he just gets his head up or slide past the goalkeeper. But for some reason, when he's at City, when he goes for own goal, he's like panicking. He's like, you seen him the other day. He should have had 2 goals, shouldn't he? Must be a pressure thing. He must feel the pressure at City, man. The expectations, yeah. The moment he improves that, he's so young, he'll be a top-class player. He can play on both sides, so speedy, work ethic. He created a lot in the last game against Huddersfield, Savio. The moment he makes this step in a natural, it'll come. Savio will be a top player for Manchester City, says Pep. Fairs. Yeah, he just needs to chill out when he gets in front of goal. And like I say, in my opinion, yeah, I'm panicking. No, my opinion, and that's why I'd play him on the left at the moment. The reason is because when he plays on the left, he can just fucking put his foot through the ball like he did against Huddersfield, where he scored. Oh, shock. He didn't try and place it. He just put his foot through it and he scores a goal. Shock horror. I've not been saying this for the last 6 months, yeah? When he gets confident and he calms down a little bit, then you can put him back on the right-hand side because then when he gets through on goal, he won't shit himself and he can score the goals. But until he get confident, put him on the left so when he gets in front of goal, he can just whack his foot through it, man, like he did against Huddersfield. Yeah, I'm not saying you got to play him on the left-hand side forever. I'm just saying I think whilst he's not got that confidence in front of goal, I think putting him on the left is better because then when he gets in front of goal, he can just whip his foot through the ball like he did against Huddersfield. Whereas when he's on the right-hand side, he can't do that. He's got to place it. And when you try to place it, you're thinking too much. Yeah? When he gets confident, stick him on the right. Yeah, Mahrez Juller. On Foden, he says he wants to play every day because he's happy. He has that joy to play. That's the best sign. He's ready. And the Champions League, all the time, it's goosebumps when I feel we're still there to play in that competition. He says, we have a good vibe in the team. Hopefully tomorrow we can continue. Oh, fitness. Here we go. I've not seen this. What's this? Ait Nori out. Cherky out. Huzanov out. Olman Mamouche out. Kovacic, maybe. All right. So Kovacic is nearly back. It'd be cool if we could get him like 5 or 10 minutes at the end of tomorrow. Haaland is fit though, which is good news. That's positive news. Could Nico O'Reilly cement LB position? Well, yeah, I mean, he could do. He could do. I mean, if we're being completely honest, who's been the better left back so far this season? Him. This is why I'm saying when I like Ait Nori, I love Ait Nori, yeah, my Algerian brother, but at the same time, City comes before Algerian DNA, and I think O'Reilly's been better than Ait Nori this season. You know what I mean? So for me, I think when Ait Nori comes back, I wouldn't be putting him straight back in the team. I think you got to earn your position back, and I think O'Reilly at the moment deserves to start ahead of Ait Nori until Ait Nori improves and gets better than him. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is good though, isn't it? Competition for places. This is what we want. This means Ait Nori when he gets back has got to work harder. Got to get in training, work harder, get in the gym, work harder, learn better, watch clips back. How can I improve? This is what we need. This is what it's about. Competition for places. I'm calling it early. O'Reilly will be world class in 2 years. Are you calling it though as a left back, bro? Are you calling it as a midfielder? That's the question. I know he played like one game. I don't think he played one game, did he? Did he play one game? I thought he played like 3 games. What's he played? He played 3 games, bro. He's played 3 games. Like O'Reilly's played 3 games. I think O'Reilly has been better in the 3 games than Ait Nori has. So I'd stick with O'Reilly. I'd stick with O'Reilly for now. Kovacic over Nico in rotation, LB. I guess it depends what you want, innit? I think if you want someone to get you a goal or be a bit more creative, Nico Gonzalez all day long. If you're looking for someone to come on and just shut up shop, probably Kovacic. Now listen, chat. We're not judging him. We're not judging him, bro. Yeah, we're not saying sell him. We're just saying based off the 6 games, we've seen 3 of each at the moment. O'Reilly has played better, so O'Reilly keeps the position for now. We're not saying sell him. What happened to the bro? I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what's going on, man. I have no idea what's going on. The amount of people that are saying that they're not getting notifications or something about I'm not on the homepage. Someone said before, LB, why are you not on the homepage anymore? I don't know. I've not changed anything. Yeah, I just do the same thing. I set up the stream up. I go live. I don't know why I'm not on the home screen. I don't know why you're not getting notification. I don't know. I don't know what's happened, bro. Like you say, LB, we need a Huzanov in midfield. Yeah, but who is that guy? Who is the guy? Who's the guy? I think Nico O'Reilly's a better LB, hence why Pep plays him there. Now, Pep's playing Nico O'Reilly there because Ait Nori's injured. He started the season with Ait Nori. He's not playing Nico O'Reilly there because he likes him over Ait Nori. He's playing him there because Ait Nori's injured. The question will be, when Ait Nori comes back from his injury, who does he go with? I'm saying at the moment, I think O'Reilly should keep the position because I think he's been really good. Ait Nori will unlock more Doku, in my opinion. In my opinion, he overlaps, but Nico... See, I still don't fully know about this. I've seen a lot of people speak about this, saying, Ait Nori will be great for Doku. I'm still not convinced that Ait Nori is going to change Doku's game or whatever, or make him well better. But we'll see. A lot of people seem to think that's the case, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, bro. Do you think that's why other YouTubers set up streams like 3 days early? I don't know, but I definitely couldn't do that, bro. I'm already as late as it is. Imagine me setting streams up 3 days early, bro. Nah, I'd be cooked. I'd be cooked. LB, do you remember that goal Nico Gonzalez scored against Bournemouth? He shows he's an 8 rather than a 6, but he is an 8. He is an 8. He said he's an 8. He's always played as an 8. He's definitely an 8. Yeah, he's definitely an 8. The question is, can he do a job as a 6 when Rodri's injured or whatever? Come on, Dopa, man. What are you saying, bro? Doesn't matter who left back is. Nico O'Reilly, Ait Nori. Main thing is Doku gets his freedom to be more in the middle, says Nail. Yeah, facts. One thing that I would like to see though is Doku cut inside, and then we have an overlap option as well. I think that would be pretty cool. That would probably help Doku. Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen. I still think we're going to use our left back as like an inverted midfielder. That's why I still don't really see how Doku's going to be massively helped by this. But if the left back starts overlapping and then gives Doku an option, yeah, Doku comes. Then I think that can help Doku, because then Doku has a man to pass to, if he gets himself in the shit or whatever. So that could help him. But I don't think we're going to play like that, man. How often do you see left backs make overlapping runs in our team? Very rare. I mean, you see Nunes do it from time to time, but even he doesn't do it that often. But left side, nah. Left side never happens, man. Do you think a new winger is bought if Savio and Doku have an okay season? Yeah. Facts. Defo. I think it pretty much guaranteed that we'll sign a winger next year. Unless they both absolutely cook, which is unlikely just based off of the odds. Yeah, what the odds on them both having okay seasons and then both having mint seasons this year. I think it's unlikely that they both will. Maybe one of them will. Yeah, at the moment, obviously Doku's looking like he might, but it's early days, of course. But yeah, I think we need to, unless they both cook. Another one. Don't know, bro. I'm not like mad about it, but I don't think he deserves it based on performances, if I'm being honest. The system we have played the last 3 games has suited Doku more than the previous 3, probably why he's looked so much better. Yeah. And I always say this, chat, yeah, but the first time Pep ever played that I can remember was Newcastle away a few years ago. And he played Doku in the middle. And he cooked, man. Yeah, he cooked. These notification comments are paid comments. Commas. Big up Hydro, man. I don't think Pep trusts our attackers right now to keep the ball enough to do those runs. Maybe, yeah. Maybe, bro. Nico G's an 8. Rodri was an 8 at Villarreal, so Pep will try and mould his game to beat it. Was he an 8 at Villarreal? Didn't know that. Was he an 8 at Villarreal? I never knew that. I never knew that. Was that true? No way is that true. That's crazy. That's a madness. Nico O'Reilly, bro, defensively, he's crazy, bro. Defensively, he's very, very good. He's very, I mean, let's be honest, yeah. He played against Madueke and Saka, and neither of them really cooked him, did they? Neither of them really cooked him. Did he get in the team of the week? Bet he didn't. Bet he didn't get in it, even though he should definitely have got in it. Did he get in team of the week? The guy just defended against Saka and Madueke for 90 minutes and chilled it. You know what I mean? Did he get in team of the week? Bet he didn't. No, he didn't. There you go. Annoying, bro. He definitely deserved to get in there. Yeah. But Nico O'Reilly's just going under the radar a little bit, man. You know what I mean? In the outside world, which is good. You know what I mean? Because you see what happened to the left back at Arsenal last year. Fucking hell, guy played about 5 games and then everyone started calling him world class, and the next Ashley Cole. It was like, the fuck? What the fuck's going on? Remember that last year? I actually like him though. What's he called? What's that guy called at Arsenal, chat, who played left back from last year? What's his name? What's his name, chat? Lewis Skelly. Bro, I'm not... Right, first of all, disclaimer, I actually like him. I think he's a good player, bro. But, bro, these guys were calling him the next Ashley Cole after 5 games, you know. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, the best left back we've ever seen in this country, and you're comparing him to Ashley Cole after 5 games. That was kind of mad, bro. I can't lie. He is good, though. I did like him. But still, comparing him to Ashley Cole is a bit mad. It's a bit mad, bro. It's a bit of a madness. On my question before, LB, I meant if we get Belibra or Wharton, you drop in Rodri or Reinders. I ain't dropping either of them, bro. It's squad rotation, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like Rodri will be what, 30 next year? Yeah, so his games have got to be managed again. Yeah, we got to like rotate him. Yeah, rotation. We've got to have quality players on the bench like we did in the treble year. That's why we won the treble in the treble year, because we had world-class quality players on the bench, mate. That's what we need to get back to having. So what else you guys are saying? Oh, hey, did you see the Anthony goal, by the way? Oh, Anthony goal, bro. I seen it this morning. I saw it this morning or last night. I can't remember when I seen it. Anyway, I've seen it in the last days. Yeah, bro. What a strike, man. I think it was like the 85th minute or something of the game. Yeah, something crazy. Guy just popped it on his left foot. Boom, bang, banged it in the top bins, bro. Won the game. Unreal strike, man. Bro, I don't have a clue what's happened to Anthony here, but bro, the guy's balling out, man. Like, let me check his numbers. I think last year when he was on there alone, I think he got some decent numbers, you know. Yeah. Mahrez replacement on that. Right, let's have a look. So he got a goal and an assist this season in 200 minutes. Decent. Yeah, last year he got 5 goals, 2 assists in the league, 4 goals, 3 assists in the Conference League. That's crazy, mate. Yeah. He got 14, yeah. He got 14 GNA last year alone. In his whole career at United, he only got 17. Bro, that's mad, isn't it? That's actually wild, bro. When players leave United, they just go mad. They go mad, bro. La Liga tax. Give the guy a bit of credit, bro. Good player, doesn't suit the Prem. Yeah. Tonali from ELB, skill, strength, stamina. Tonali's a baller, man. Tonali's good. What's his contract? 2028, 2 years, you know. 2 years on his contract. In the summer, 2 years. He'll be 26, peak age. Tonali's a good one, man. Tonali's a shout. 2 years left on a contract. 26 years old. Prem proven. Champions League proven. Yeah. Good on the ball. Got the tech. Get stuck in. I think it's not a bad shout, mate. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. LB, you think Mamouche can be seen as a striker option? Potentially. Yeah, potentially. Well, he will be if when we need to not play Haaland, yeah, because Haaland can't play 75 games a season. You're gonna have to drop Haaland, rest him, and play Mamouche as a false 9/striker or whatever. Yeah, he should do the job. We actually played some mint football last year when Haaland wasn't in the team, man. I think it is a bit more fluid because when Haaland's in the team, and I do agree with this, everything's directed to Haaland, as it should be, in my personal opinion, because he's your 6'3" best striker in the world. But when he's not in the team, I just think it allows everyone to just be a bit more relaxed and a bit more fluid. And that's what happened last year. So, yeah, when Haaland's not there, it's fine, bro. Now, I've not watched his new video, man. I'll check it out, though. You saw Newcastle fans saying they can't have what happened with Isak to Tonali, club need to lock him. Well, that's the thing is now what's going to happen, AP, yeah. After what's happened with Isak, Newcastle now are going to be getting a checkbook out for some of these players. Yeah, and Bruno, Tonali, and Livramento are all probably going to be at the top of the list, and they're just going to pay him dough. They can't afford, because Newcastle are in this weird position now where if they sell players next summer, it's looking like the project's already running out of steam a little bit. You know what I mean? Like they've got to hold on to these players and they've got to add to the team. You know what I mean? And buy some ballers. So I think they're going to go and put those 3 players on big, and that's why I think we might struggle for Livramento, because I think Newcastle are going to go to Livramento and say, right, here's 250 grand a week or something. But I think they'll offer him big cash, man, big cash, big cash. We need homegrown. Yeah, but I did the maths and we should be fine, bro. I did the maths on it and we should be fine. Yeah. If you go through the squad next year, based off who you expect to not be at the football club anymore, I swear we've got three spots open. Yeah, watch, I'll do it again. I did it the other day on stream. Man City. Yeah. Squad. Full squad. Right, so Donnarumma, yeah. Let's say Ortega gets sold, but we sell Trafford and we get another foreign goalkeeper, right? So that's 2, yeah. Gvardiol, Diaz, Hozanov, Ike Nori, Rodri, Reinders, Nico Gonzalez. Let's say Nunes. I'm saying we're selling Nunes. Let's say we do get. Well, we'll just sell him for now. Kovacic sold. Bernardo goes. Doku, that's 10. Savio, 11. Cherky, 12. Haaland, Mamouche, that's 14. You'll have 17. So 15, 16, 17. So you've got 3 players. That's my maths, unless I've done something wrong there, which I don't think I have. I added them. They were in the list though. I put AK-47 and Savio in the list. They were in the list. I put both in the list. They're in the list. I got 14. Yeah, Doku's in the list. Doku's in the list. Yeah, and if you do get an English second, if you do get an English goalkeeper as homegrown, then we got 4. So yeah, I don't know if I've done something wrong there, but I've included Savio, I've included Huzanov in that list. So I've still got 3 spots open. If Nunes leaves, Kovacic leaves, Bernardo leaves, I've got 3 spots. So I don't think we are stressed. You might need to sign one. You might need to definitely sign one homegrown player. Yeah, but I don't think we're stressed. Yeah, I don't think we're stressed about it. And we don't even know if Naipan, Echeverry, Hayes, and these guys are even going to be at the football club next year. Elise's homegrown, bro. Facts. Yeah, if you go get Elise and Livramento, woo-hoo, we're cooking, man. Yeah. Donnarumma agent, get Tenali. Yeah. Come on, man. Saying Anderson. Imagine if you sign Anderson, Livramento, and Elise. It's 3 homegrown players. Yeah, Elise homegrown. Elise's homegrown. Elise's going to Madrid. But why did they sign Mastan then? That makes no sense. They just spent 60 million euros on Mastan Tuono. That makes no sense, bro. Also, that definitely means that Rodrigo's leaving the football club next year. 100%. Either that or Vinny Jr.'s going. Yeah. I wonder if Vinny Jr. might just go fucking Saudi Arabia, mate. Yeah, and just sack it off. Bro, how much money do you reckon that guy could get in Saudi, chat? How old is he now? He's 25. He's won everything in the game. Yeah, he's only got a year left on his contract next summer. He'll be 26 next summer. Do you reckon he might just sack it off? He might just stay at Madrid in it until he's at and just leave on a free and go to Saudi and just get dollar. How much money you reckon he could get? You reckon he could get more than Ronaldo? What's Ronaldo on now? 1 mil a week or 2 mil a week? I think he's on 1 mil a week. I think Ronaldo's on £1 million a week at Al Nassr. Yeah, but obviously it's 40. You reckon Vinny Jr. would get more than that because he's younger? But Ronaldo's got the brand in it. Ronaldo's got the brand. I don't really feel like Vinny Jr.'s really got a brand, has he? I feel like he's not really got a brand. But Vinny Jr. could go Saudi and get heavy cash, mate. Heavy cash. He could go there and get like 700k a week, tax free, bro. Yeah, tax free. I'm going for Rodrigo. I prefer Elise. I prefer Elise to Rodrigo, if I'm being honest. You reckon Liverpool held out left wing because they're looking at Vinny? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, on the homegrown thing, I think we're chill. Based on my maths. My quick maths says we're chilling. Yeah. Now, obviously, if we bring Echeverry in and, we bring Vita Hayes in and you bring Barr in and these guys, then it might change up. But we ain't doing that, bro. We ain't doing that. Surprised if any of them come back, to be honest. Where do you think Rodrigo will end up? I think he comes to the Prem. I think he probably ends up at Arsenal or Liverpool. I think he ends up at Arsenal or Liverpool, man. LB, we have 7 unreliable spots in our squad. This is a concern. Nunes, Stones, Ake, Ortega, Rico, Savio, Bob. Well, first of all, Ortega is not unreliable because he's a third choice. So that's kind of irrelevant. Rico's just a complete squad player. Ake and Stones, I kind of hear you. Savio, Bob, I hear you as well. I hear you on them ones. That's why this is a big year, bro, for the wingers, man. It's a big year for the wingers, bro. Ortega not being so. No one wants him. No one wants the guy. Obviously, no one's bid for him. You'd imagine. You'd imagine if someone bid for him, he would have gone. But obviously, no one wants him. But you think Pep will play a back 3 on the ball tomorrow, back 2? I think he'll push. I think he'll push Nunes forward. Well, it might not even play Nunes. He might play Rico Lewis. I think they're going to low block it. I think you need to play a 2, man. I think we need to commit bodies forward, mate. Commit bodies forward. Thought you were getting Rodrigo. Nah, we ain't getting Rodrigo. Well, I mean, we might go back in for him next summer, but I prefer Elise, if I'm being honest with you. Elise for me is, I think he's better than Rodrigo, and he's homegrown, gets mad GA output, and I think he'd be better for the squad. It'll be a wild take. Rashford is having an excellent season at Barca. Barca won't pay the money, so Manchester City should go for him, says Christian Flores. Yeah, that's not going to happen, bro. That's not going to happen. Confidence levels based on the squad. What you've seen so far. 7? 7 out of 10? I think it's a decent squad. I don't know, man. I feel like if you want to win the league, I feel like a lot needs to go right. I think it's probably a 7. Yeah, you get a right back, winger, and a midfielder that can tackle, and yeah, probably a 10. But at the moment, probably a 7. Well, there's been a couple different rumours on this. Some people are saying he does, some people are saying he doesn't. So I don't know, mate. But I'd pay a lot of money for him, man. You know, I'd if it was, if City paid 130 for him, I'd say yeah, fairs, no problems, mate. Yeah, I'd definitely do that. I'd definitely do it, man. What do you think? I mean, it's nice not to concede goals, isn't it? It is nice not to concede goals. It's been a long time since we've been predicting clean sheets, man. We need to fix that midfield. It's too soft. I agree. I agree. That's what I'm looking for this next summer. I'm looking for a midfielder that can get stuck in, man. Jack Gordon said Ortega rejected Burnley and Sunderland. Oh, bro. I don't know if that's... Nah, I think he's made a mistake there. Again, man, like, this is where you need to have people around you in your circle to say, nah, you ain't getting it, bro. You know, you ain't getting that big move, man. Although, to be fair, like, someone like United couldn't got him. Apparently, United were interested. I remember seeing that rumour about United interested in Ortega, but it never materialised, obviously. Never materialised. That's a downgrade, though. It is a downgrade, but he's not playing football, and he's not going to play. He's probably not going to kick a ball for City this year. I mean, he was not even on the bench yesterday, on Wednesday, was he? He wasn't even on the bench, man. Wasn't even on the bench, man. We didn't really fix much this window. Well, who did we buy? We bought a goalkeeper. That's a fix. Bought a left back. Yeah, which obviously at the moment you probably stick with Nico O'Reilly for now, but you know he's a good player. Reinders, that's defo a good signing. Cherky, good signing. I don't know. I feel like the signings were good. I just feel like we needed more. That's what I'm saying. I think we just needed more. The signings were good signings, man. I just think we needed more. We needed a right back, man. Like, we needed a right back, bro. But the signings were good, man. I like the signings. If we would have got a right back, to be honest with you, I'll probably give it a 10 out of 10. I'll be real with you. We need more quality, LB, let's be real. I agree with you, bro. I agree. That's what I'm saying. We need a right back, 100%. And then quality-wise, we need better quality on the wings. Well, that'll be next year. New coaching staff. Yeah, we got new coaching staff. Facts. Facts, bro. If we got a right back, do we win the league? If we get a right back, we would have a better chance of winning the league. If we would have got Tino Livramento, we'd have a better chance of winning the league. Of course we would have. Of course we would have had a better chance of winning the league. Yeah. Do you think the Etihad deal stalling hard something to do with us not blowing the bank for Livramento? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not sure on that one, to be honest with you. Yeah, but like I say, I'm happy for the club getting all these deals and big sponsorship cash, but if they don't go spend it on top tier talent, then what's the fucking point? You know what I mean? What's the point in them doing £1 billion deals? And then if they're signing dead players, this is why we need to continue signing top tier players. Sign Reinders, midfielder of the year, Serie A. Sign players like that. Top tier elite level players, man. Otherwise, what's the point? People celebrating £1 billion deals. If they're signing crap players, isn't, you know, what is it for us? You know, so this summer I think we signed good players, more of this. And this is the thing, it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. Cherky, 30 mil. Aït-Nouri, 30 mil. Reinder's 46 mil. Doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. Yeah, just don't sign good players like we did this summer. You know, we don't need, like I say, this squad is not a million miles away from being a very, very good squad. Yeah, not a million miles away. Yeah, nah, but but the point is they bought too many unproven players. They bought too many unproven players over the last couple of years. Yeah, obviously they didn't sign them with the intention of them being crap, but they signed them too early, too unproven. Yeah. So we'll see what happens anyway. Right, big up to you guys, man. Smash these likes up on the stream. Yeah, I might do a late night stream tonight, man. I'm feeling good today, innit? I'm feeling good. My headache has gone. Bro, the other day, yeah, I was at the gym, yeah. So incline barbell, right? So obviously it's behind you. So you're sitting like this, like you're lying like that, right? And obviously the bar's above you. So you got to like put your head underneath the bar so you can grab it, so you can like pull it down. So you do that incline. And I went like that. I was just not paying attention. I went boom. Smack my head, bro, on a bar. Proper pain, bro. So I have a headache, man, for a couple of days. I had a headache, like, proper bad. So today's the first day that I woke up with no headache and, like, should be. I think I might have been concussed. Boys. So if I've said anything stupid over the last couple of days, yeah, concussion, innit? It's concussion, yeah. Not my fault. Take it all back, yeah. Give me the pass. Yeah, give me the pass. But yeah, I woke up this morning. I've been fine. But I proper fucked it, bro. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Yeah, it's not good, man. Yeah. Madness. Wow, it's crazy, man. I'll be real. Anyway, big up to everybody, man. Smash the likes up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Like I said, I might be back later on. I might do a late night stream. Nice little chilled one. But yeah, smash these likes. Make sure you guys are subbed up to the channel as well if you're new. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, people.
Ahora sí va en serio. Ahora seguro. Tic-tac. 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 Empezamos.